Georgina is coming in too. That's good. Just coming in for a landing in your body, feeling what it feels like to be you in your skin today. And we'll just start with turning your head from side to side. So it doesn't have to be a big turn. Hey, G, I'm going to mute you. You are now muted. Turning your head from side to side. We're going to do a lymph flush. We're going to do some breath work. We're just going to start with this, just panning the horizon. If you're feeling anxious, if you're freaking out, one of the great things you can do is look around, see outside of yourself, and just give your body the information that you're safe. I am not currently feeling anxious. I'm just naming this as a thing that you can do. It is so bright outside. I have to shut some more of these curtains. I've got a cat lying there in on the heater because the heat is on in the house now. All right. So looking around. As you're looking around, feel your feet on the ground, squish your toes around like cats scrabbling, move your feet. You can't see my feet, but you could imagine they're doing this. I'll step back. Squishing up one foot. Squish up your foot and let your weight shift. So squish up one foot, squish up the toes of the other, like you're clawing, like you're doing that cat scrabbling thing, which is nursing, right? They're pressing the boob to get the milk out. But it's also great for their development of their dexterity and their little paws. So imagining that as you're squishing up your toes, squishing up your toes, letting that movement move up through your ankle, through your knee, through your hips, into your spine, all the way to your head, right? So we're getting the squish, squish from the bottom to the top. You can add your hands to it also, just to get that extra bit of dexterity, awakening the distal parts, our hands and feet of our bodies. Imagining that you're a happy little kitty piled up with a bunch of other kitties having breakfast. I don't know. Shake it out, let it go. Wouldn't want to do that. Rub your hands together. Let's just slow down the exhale, and we'll do this with a couple of big inhales. Inhale up, and then exhale with a soft hiss. All the way down to the bottom. Inhale, open. Big fast breath in. Exhale, slow hiss. I have an image to go with that. You're going to inhale up, and as you're exhaling out, imagine that you're like a sparkler or a huge firework, just spraying any bit of tension, any bit of like, spraying it out all over the place. So you're getting it out of your system, just spraying it out, releasing the tension. Inhale up, exhale. Diffusing the situation. Take a bounce, a more energetic bounce. If you can do a little bounce where you're leaving the floor, not a huge jump, but just a very gentle, springy bounce, inviting the springiness into your body. Spring, spring, spring. Bouncy, trouncy, bouncy, trouncy. Fun, 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 fun. And then hands together one more time. We'll do the lymph flush coming in. Right hand to, here's my collarbone, clavicle. I'm going to go above and below it. Gentle massage, moving the tissue. I'm really moving the surface area. I'm not trying to dig my fingers in. I'm moving the surface, kind of grabbing it like a little tree frog, pulling it along so that I'm moving that top layer, the skin, the superficial fascia. And then under that is getting a nice gentle massage so that we're opening that lymphatic pathway back into the blood. Subclavian vein is right there, and it's receiving the lymph from the whole body. Other side, same thing. Coming into being alive in your human body on the planet Earth. Breathing the same air as everyone else, drinking the same water as everyone else. Let's come up to the angle of the jaw. Receiving the same sunlight as everyone else, right? We're all in it together. Even if it feels like we're not, we are. The trash are out. The trash people, the trash collectors are out there. They have really loud trucks and it usually scares the cats. All right, we're going to pull down, pulling down the sternocleidomastoid. Just very gentle. We're inviting this detoxification in our body. And we're also sort of soothing and moving in a very kind way, soothing the tissue. How much are you being touched these days? Right? We all need touch. And if it's not happening from someone else, maybe you can touch yourself. Uh, if you have animals, touch your animals. We always talk about like consensual touch with the animals. Sometimes you want to cuddle them and do things to them. Be kind, let them have some autonomy and agency in their own bodies. All right, let's come up to the face here next to your nose. Circles. Squish up your face, open it up. Lemon, pumpkin. Squish and open. Unlock your face. Free up the flow. And then coming from there, you're just going to go down a little bit, just under your cheekbone, really gentle. I'm doing kind of little circles, not pushing too hard. And then we're going to do one space that I really like for, I feel like it really relaxes me. And that is, here is my tragus, this little nub of my ear. Just above that, there's a little indentation. Gentle circles in that place. You can close your eyes. Tell yourself everything is okay, or everything is going to be okay, or even if it's not, for this moment, everything is okay. Here we are, moving our bodies. Breathe, let go. Yeah, I always feel like that is a great one. If you're feeling like you need to come into yourself, bring yourself in, that is a good place to touch and circle. All right, 10 little dragons running through the forest. Head, hair, face, cranium, skull, moving that around so it's not locking up, right? Locked areas, blocked areas are not flowing. That is not healthy for our body. So get in there. We're just going to do a little hit over your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Telling your upper traps, your back, your neck, levator scapulae to relax. Then change it to an open hand hit. Maybe you can get a little further. Open hand hit. Thump, 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 thump. Okay. And then we're going to come into here is back to our clavicles, drop down a couple inches and circles. Circling in your K27 points. A little energetic clearing, a little fluid flow clearing. Doesn't have to be hard. You're doing this, it should feel good. Thymus thump. Add some Tarzan. We're going to come under the thymus, gentle tapping at the bottom of the ribs. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then shake it out, shake it out. Integrate the whole body in the shake. Right hand to left armpit pec, back to the lymph flush. We're mixing and matching a whole bunch of things just to bring more vitality to our own lives. More energy, more clarity. Switch it to the other side, same thing. I'm kind of grabbing my pec, getting into my armpit a little. Coming into Cisterna-Kylie, really gentle, in and up. So this is like, if I took my torso smack dab in the middle, it's probably about there. It's not my waist. It's just a little higher than where my waist is. in and up. And then coming into the inguinal fold, get in there, right? That is the inguinal fold. Lots of lymph stuff going on in there, lots of lymph nodes. Down behind your knees. And then last one, down to your ankles, just a little squeeze over your feet, squeezing around your ankles. And that is that. Let's do this growing and shrinking with the breath. So what I'm going to do, first I'm going to start, inhale, open, exhale, come in. Radiating out, bringing it in. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Start to reach into different places. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, expand, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. So I'm giving myself a challenge, a chance and a challenge to balance. That's a challenge, challenge, balance on one leg. Inhale, stretch out, exhale, bring it in. You could try opening up and then changing, opening up and then changing. It doesn't have to be static. It can move up and change. Inhale, reach out, exhale, bring it in. Open it up, bring it in. Open it up, bring it in. Stretch away from center on the inhale, bring it in. Open. In, reaching sideways, reaching forward, reaching backward, especially with your legs. Get those legs into the back space. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, stretch away from center, bring it in. Waking up the kinesphere, moving your body. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Right, we're not always walking and doing everything in a very sort of mechanical, like robot way. We have all these different other ways that we can be moving. So let's just try and find spirals. Spirals in your arms, spirals in your legs. Internal rotation, external rotation. Turn it in, turn it out. Spiral, like you're a coil, right? Finding that spirally energy through your whole body. A little bit of free flow going on here. Letting go, twisting, spiraling in diverse ways. Letting your inner body wring itself out so that the fluids can renegotiate that inner space. Don't worry, we're going to get to more like recognizable yoga Pilates style movement in a minute. We want to work in novel ways sometimes so that we open up our brains. We're not just locked into being one way, right? We have some plasticity of being. All right, let's take it down to the floor. Oh, the pea pod was on the floor. She's in the window. I'm going to give you the cat view. There she is. You see her little butt. When I don't have any attached camera, it's not going to disconnect if I move the computer around. This is a high-tech situation here. I just want you to know what is going on. There we go. All right, down to the floor with some rolling onto one side. So when we were kind of blowing out in the beginnings, that exhale, like radiating out our fire, now let yourself settle your water and earth down into the earth. So as you're rolling, relax. Let this massage out your shoulders, massage out your back, soften your inner body, soften your attitude towards yourself, right? Soft and gentle. Pea pod, pea pod, pea, pea. Nope, she is not going to come into view. Oh, she's going to go on her chair probably. Start to do that radiation where you're stretching out and away on the inhale, come in on the exhale. Stretching out, landing into the floor, growing away from the earth, and then coming back down. Inhale, open and reach to your distal edges. Exhale, bring it in. Reach to the edge of your kinesphere, even as you're on the floor. Exhale, land into the floor. Lift away from the earth, come back down to earth. Push away, bring it back down. Try it in different ways, right? Diversity of movement, so that when other weird things happen, our body is capable of responding. Use your breath. Inhaling away from center, exhaling closed. Just a very free flow warm up, letting your body do what it needs to do. Doesn't need to look anything like what I'm doing. If you have never spent time listening to your own body, how about today? I know my people in my Zoom room do that, but you never know about other people out there in TV land. What if your body got to say, I want to do this, and you did it? And I'm not talking about, I want to eat a Dorito. I don't know why Dorito is the universal language for something bad for your body, but I've heard other people say it too. Come back in, because we know it tastes really good and ultimately it's just total crap. Press it up, circles with your hips. Yeah, eat too much of that, you're not going to feel very good. Unless you're fully addicted. Okay, I can go off of that trail of thought. I have to say, like, I do like to eat Doritos sometimes. They are so tasty. But I'm sure it's like one of my friends used to always say, it's made of people. And I'm pretty sure Doritos are made of people. For anything that was like bad for you, it's made of people. And calm down. Just getting into a little bit more form. Arms and legs up to the ceiling. Circle your wrists and ankles. Change direction. Then just internally rotate and externally rotate, hands and wrists. So here's that spiraling again. Turn it in and out. Feet and ankles, hands and wrists, in and out. Then we're going to do this. You're going to take your legs. Learn a little bit of pole dancing moves. And this is especially for you, Georgina. You're going to take your feet to the right, shift them to the left, bring them up. Circle one way to the other side and up. Legs circle around. Up. Feel those lower obliques. Let your tail wag. Up. Up. Change direction. Other side to the other side. Circling. Mobilizing your pelvis. Mobilizing your spine. Circling your legs around. Feel that lower core engage. You cannot do this without engaging your lower abs and your obliques. Last one. No, another one after that. Shake it out. From that position, internally rotate one leg and then the other. Feet are wide, spiraling in. So this kind of movement, like where we're really circling things in the legs, in the hips, the arms, is super healthy for our shoulders and our hips. These are ball and socket joints. They love that round movement. All right, so let's continue with this. Let's open out to the side and you're gonna bend one knee and then bend the other. So you're rolling to one side, rolling to the other, rolling to one side, rolling to the other. Inner thighs open up, massaging through your lower back. And if you're kind of tight here, bend both knees. It doesn't have to be this perfect split. It can just be, oh, I'm getting a little stretch, massaging through my hips. Good. And then release, bring it together, knees in, turning your head one way, legs the other way, spiraling. Big twist. This is, for me, always a chiropractic adjustment, especially if I go with straight legs. I'm going to go with straight legs on that. Head is going away from your legs if your back feels okay. There it was. I got the adjustment. Pushing from side to side, using your arms and your back. Good. Let's roll it over and come onto we'll do a little bit of There he is, the great white beast. We'll do a little bit of mobility work. So rolling across one butt cheek and then the other, just massaging out your hips. Leaning back so that you can get high up on your in your glutes, in your upper hip. And then you're going to circle up, down to the floor, open it up, circling, painting the rainbow, dropping it down. And we're going to change it. You're going to do this, come up, arm is going to circle back. You're going to come into a little half back bend onto one side, arching, circle it around, press it up. If this hurts your knees, get more padding or skip it. Be creative, do something different. So my arm is circling forward, both knees are down, and then I lift my pelvis, pushing the floor away, coming back down. Reaching out to the edge of our kinesphere, the edge of our realm of potential movement. And that's all we're going to do with that. Let's come onto our backs. If you have some weights, grab your weight. See how he tries to jump out of being touched? That wasn't consensual petting of the catto. He's a funny little one. I think he likes being pet on his stomach more than on his back. Coming onto your back, knees together, feet wide. You're going to grab your ball, circle it around your body, following your hands with your eyes. So you're looking towards your ball. My knees are knocked together and I'm pigeon-toed just to help stabilize my lower body. Big circles, moving around. If you don't have a weight, grab something heavy, a book, an encyclopedia, a brick, something you're not going to drop on yourself, a pot, I don't know, whatever you have at hand. Or I think if we were European, we would say whatever you have to hand, at hand to hand. All right, let's come in. Arms up, and we're just going to spiral one way and then the other. Like you're driving your race car and you're turning your head with that as well. Oh, I'm going over there, right? You want to see where you're going. So as you turn your car, look that way, look that way. And then come in, legs together. We're going to do foot next to knee, but we're going to cross over. So I'm going to kick across one way, kick across the other, and I'm going to spiral in the opposite direction, kicking up, spiraling my upper body. Inhale down, exhale, twist. Inhale, lower, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Use your breath up, twisting and lowering, working across your body. Contralateral movement, cross body movement, crossing midline. Good. We're going to do it low now. So if you've already exhausted, then just chill. But if you're okay for doing a little bit more, we're going to just go low, across and down, across and down. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Use your breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Last one. Exhale and relax. Get rid of your whatever you're holding and take a heel rock. Heels into the floor, into your mat. So I can do this. Here, I'm going to show you. Here's me doing it kind of stiff. I'm not letting my body move. Then I'm going to let my body really move. Like you're sending a ripple and wave through your body. letting your spine free up, massaging through your shoulders, bobbling your head, relax your jaw, relax your eyeballs, and then relax everything. Rub your hands together, hands cupping your eyes, and just relax there for a second, not even doing anything. Receive the weight of your hands on your face. Don't push into it, just gentle. Let your eyeballs drop into towards your brain. So eyeballs moving into the back of your head. Don't worry, they're not going to slip past your brain. Just giving them a little moment of relaxation. Oh, my hands are cold and it feels really good on my skin. All right, open up. Stretch your arms over your head, stretch your legs down below, get longer through one side of your body and then the other. Just stretching out, reaching to the very distal possibilities of movement, the very edge, your very edge of your kinesphere, the periphery of your kinesphere. I meet a lot of people, if I'm teaching kids or choreographing or doing something like that, they're not used to reaching for anything. So they often can't, like I'll say, reach out your hand, and it's like this. I want to see the full expression, the full range of motion, the full thing, especially over your head. Like a lot of times it's like, I'm like, come on, can't you straighten your arm? And they can't feel that. They're not attuned to that kind of extension. So this is really important for humans to be able, for our fascia, for the structure of our body, to be able to reach those edges comfortably. What's that doing? It's stretching. Not only is it stretching the fascia, it is moving the nerves, it is moving the veins, it is moving the arteries, right? So we want that blood flow to move easily out to the edges of our body and return, right? We want this nice, easy flow. All right, let's come on to hands and knees. And we're going to do a head tail free flow. It's not even a cat cow. Free flow spinal movement, freeing up your spine. So I'm going to add a hiss. I'm going to start with a very gentle ripple. And you probably can't hear me hiss because my earbuds are going to cut it out. But I'm going to start with a ripple from my tail to my head, a wave, tail to head, sending a wave of movement, very gentle. Doesn't have to be big at all. So down from the tail to the head with a hiss. We're not trying to stress our body. We're just trying to give it more fluid movement, more option for resilience. And then I'm going to change it from head to tail. So I'm going to go the other way. Doesn't have to be big as feels good. Hissing. And then inhaling whenever you need to. And we're going to do total free flow spine. So imagining that you are a curious snake and you're just figuring out how, so your whole head tail connection is like a snake. So find all the possibilities of movement, adding the hiss as you explore. If you find you're getting into a pattern that you keep repeating, change it, slow it down, shift your weight, do something different. You can also do this down on your elbows and knees. So feel free to be where you want, bend, shift, spiral, twizzle. So while we are really working with our spine, we're also really working with the relationship of our shoulders to our arms, of our hips to our legs, right? Freeing up the flow into our extremities. And then take it onto your forearms. Reach out through your legs, pushing forward and backward. Like you're going to launch out of a rocket, as one does in the circus. Then bring your heels together. You're going to dip your heels to one side and then to the other. One side and then the other. So the pelvis is moving side to side. Bring it in, lower down. Just drop into the floor, shake your butt, let go of your gut body, soften your back, relax your shoulders, relax your head. Shake and jiggle. Let's take our hands down right next to our hips, legs together. You're just going to lift a tiny bit off the floor. It's not a big lift, into flight. It's a Pilates position. We're not going high. We're just elongating, engaging our back, working the back body, working the hamstrings. Breathe. And slowly release it down. Free up your spine, wiggle it out, shake it out. Take a little nap. Just rest into the floor. Don't actually take a nap, just relax. Notice what you're holding, lifting away from the floor. Let it drop into the floor. Take your hands next to your chest. I'm going to say something about menopause that happened for me is that after menopause, my boobs don't hurt being smashed on the floor. Prior to menopause, like being like this could be very painful, but post-menopause, no boob pain. So there's a win. Inhale, arch. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Baby cobra, no hands. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, connect your hands. Go up higher. Take it back down. Use your breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, down. Inhale, press, and exhale. Coming down, we're going to do a baby cobra head circle. Ear to your shoulder, head up, ear to the other shoulder, bangs to the floor. Shoulder, arch, shoulder, down. Working in a range of motion that feels good to you. One more. And change direction, other way. And then come up, round your spine, take it into your child's pose. Breathe. Breathe into your back body. Breathe into your lower back. So even though you're not actually breathing into your lower back, imagine that you are. As you breathe, your diaphragm pushes down your organs. It feels like you're breathing into your lower back. Think of widening, lengthening, finding more depth in your lower body. Like a bubble filling up, and then it releases. So nice growing and shrinking with the breath. Good. And then coming up, let's do a side forearm plank. We'll start actually not a side forearm plank. Elbow underneath your shoulder. Try not to get sunk in here, but really push through that shoulder so you're engaging your lat. Top hand to the ceiling. Open up. Spread out your fingers. Pressing up with a clamshell and then butt to the floor. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Take your bottom knee back, top leg forward, side stretch. You can bring the bottom hand forward if you want to spiral a little bit more. Grab your knee, twist into it, or you might need to push the floor away. Whatever you have to do. Breathe. Breathe into that side body. And then come up, swing your legs around to the other side. Elbow underneath you, connect. So you're engaging your lats, engaging your pecs a little bit too. Pecs and lats are engaged. You're not sinking into your shoulder. You're pushing through, pressing up, going 1, 2, 3. Happy hips. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bottom leg forward, top leg back. Side stretch. If you want to grab and spiral a little bit more, you can. Breathing into it. Blossoming open. Ribs stretching out. Inhale up. Bring your legs out in front of you. Just give them a bang. Rotate in and out. Cross your ankle over your knee. You're going to inhale up. Exhale, take it forward. Breathe into it. Big breathing. Growing and shrinking with the breath. And then come up, heel in towards your groin. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take it forward and down. Breathe and melt. And come up, open it out. Sideways, over your leg, toward your foot. Lengthen it out. Hand is going to go up. Hand is going to go behind you on the floor. So I'm going to show you this sideways. I'm just going to turn my body. My hand is here. I'm going to press it up. Very similar to that first position we did. There's a pea pod taking her place on the great throne. And release. Bring it down. Coming back to the front. Going to cross that leg over. Spiral. And then counter spiral. Unscramble. Give your legs a little bang. Ankle over knee on the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Drop down. Surrender and melt. Let go. Breathing like a bubble. And then come up, heel into your groin. Inhale again, lift, fold it forward, breathe. And come up, open it out. Sideways, you're gonna go over that leg, side stretch, breathe into it. Inhale up, hand comes behind you on the mat. Press it up, take it into the back bend, arch, look back, open up. Breathe. Good, and circle it down and around to come in while I do a time check. Good, we're doing good. We're gonna come onto our legs, standing in a forward fold. Open your feet wide and just shift from side to side. Bend one knee, bend the other. Shifting your weight, looking at one leg, looking at the other. Like, oh, I just vacuumed this morning, but I can see that the underneath the elephant over here is a little bit of cobwebs. I clearly didn't do the best job. Old houses, oh my God, can I just, and cats, the vacuuming that needs to happen on a regular basis. Let's take it over to one leg. You're gonna go down toward that leg. The other leg is gonna bend and then straighten, bend and straighten, bend and straighten, bend and straighten. And then top hand is gonna go to the ceiling. You're gonna circle your wrist up there. Circle, look toward that hand, Circle the other way. And come down. Take it to the other side. Grab onto that leg. The opposite leg bends and straightens. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Then reach out and away. Top hand to the ceiling. Circle the wrist on top. This is one of the exercises that my pole teacher Aisha has us do a lot, who is also a yoga teacher. Change direction. So thank you, Aisha. Bring it into center. Bend both knees over your toes, plie, and then take your butt to the ceiling. And again, knees over your toes, halfway down, butt to the ceiling. Take it halfway down, knees over your toes, parallel, and up, and again, down, and press. 3 more, plie, halfway, and press. 2 more, plie, and press. Last one, bend your knees, and press, and roll it up through your spine, coming up to the top, bent or straight legs, all the way up. Open up with the breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, shake it out, shake it out, shake and bounce. Jump if you can. If you have got the wherewithal to jump, then jump. Inhale, open. Exhale, especially as we age, we want to not lose the capacity to run, to jump, to do things, right? And so how do we not lose that capacity? By continuing to do it or developing slowly, developing the capacity. Inhale, open. Exhale, shake it out, let it go. And then a nice gentle inhale, open, hands together in prayer, calming down, having a moment of gratitude for anything. I am grateful to have a body and be on the planet, to have some cool kitties, some good friends, all that great stuff. And also kick-ass music in Kingston. I have a band. I have so many things to be grateful about. All right, if you are out there in TV land, I don't think anybody watched this because I forgot to make it unprivate, but maybe you watch it in the replay.